Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Heather with Carolina Blogging, and I'm here on the Google Hangout with Sarah. Wave, Sarah. And tonight, Hangout is going to be talking about blogging teams for conferences and in one, or just want to know what that means. We're going to talk about that briefly tonight and answer some questions, hopefully, if you have any. And if you have any questions, Sarah will be on Twitter and Facebook, so be sure to shout those out, and she'll get them, and we'll make sure that we take care of those questions for you. A little recap of what's going on with Carolina Blogging. We, of course, launched our website, so that was really exciting to see you guys on there. We have an amazing bloggers directory with all of our members listed there, and our members list is continuing. Also, what we really like is that we have separated each blogger into their own niche, so you don't have to just search through a giant list, a master list. It's actually separated into the topic that you would be interested in. To know how you get on the bloggers directory, make sure you join our Facebook Carolina Blogging group. It's a private group. You just have to ask to join, and we'll approve you. And then all the instructions of how to get yourself on our wonderful website are on there, and we'll be sure to take care of that for you. As far as the greeting, I think that's all I have for right now. We have so much going on. It's kind of crazy, but I'm going to throw it over to Sarah so she can talk about some fun things that she has to share.
Very nice. Thanks, Heather. Hi, guys. It's Sarah from Carolina Blogging. If you see my eyeballs going all over the screen, number one, I think I got mascara like right there. And number two is I am actually going to be doing something a little bit different this time around. I'll be on Twitter and on Facebook, and I'm going to put the like link up here in just a little bit so you guys can watch it as we're talking, and then it'll also be available 24/7 to you. So at any point, if you want to catch up on this wonderful topic, which is blog teams and conferences, we've got it live for you on carolinablogging.com, and we'll also have it on the website. So I just wanted to do a couple of things real quick so that we can get up to date as far as where carolinablogging.com is going. We have our Facebook fan page. These are the different ways that you can get connected with us, and we're growing every single day. So carolinablogging.com is our hub. That's the website. And then we also have facebook.com/carolinablogging. That's our fan page. That's where any and everybody, you're more than welcome to come check us out. Come check us out, see what we're doing. We post fun things on there all the time. We like to put area events. I know that we've got a Carolina Blogging member, Heather Bowen, whose birthday is today. Shout out, happy birthday! I know that she's at a Blue Crab Festival, which is down in Little River, South Carolina, and that looks super duper exciting. We were able to network with her and put that on our calendar, and she is tweeting and she's writing about it, and we're using our Carolina Blogging hashtag, which is hashtag CBSummer for Twitter. So then we can follow you. If you use hashtag CBSummer on Twitter for Carolina Blogging, we can follow you and see what's going on with you over the summer with these really cool events. So if you pick up something that we posted on the website and you attend, we would love to hear about it. So you've got our Facebook fan page, and then there's the private group, which is facebook.com/groups/bloggers of the Carolinas. And I feel like I need to wipe the sweat off after saying that because it's such a long link. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shorten it up using our shortening service, and I'm going to post it. So if we've got any members that are not part, if you are interested in becoming a member, I'm going to shorten the link up. We're going to put it on carolinablogging.com, and we're also going to put it on our Facebook fan page so you can go ahead and join in because there's a lot of really cool stuff happening in the group right now. We also have our Twitter page. So our handle is the @ and then it's bloggin Carolina, BLOGGIN CAROLINA. So if you want to get connected with us there on Twitter, it's blogging Carolina. And we've also got a newly founded Pinterest page that one of our Carolina Blogging admin team members is going to take over. And we've also got Instagram, which I've been shooting out all week, just trying to build those Instagram followers so you guys can stay in touch with us and the beautiful pictures that we're preparing to post. So I did want to announce the Carolina Blogging Hours because we do have established hours at this point. We're pretty much open Monday through Saturday. That seems to be where social media is. That's where we post, etc. But we wanted to point out that we're closed on Sundays, and we're closed on Sundays because it's important for us to be able to just recap and be with our families. So that is something that we just recently put up on the website, as well as our telephone number. And then we've also got our hours of operation, which our hours of operation would be we're available, but we're closed on Sundays. And then I did want to give another shout out to GWE because they were so awesome. Check it out. It's the GWE Sport Guppy. I've got it on today, and it's organizing my headbuds. I wanted to give you, GWE, a shout out. That's you, GWE, a shout out. And just thank you again for sending us all of those awesome sponsored items that you sent out. I believe Heather won the button and the racer. To see her dancing, she's so happy because they're awesome products. Yes, we did a raffle copter giveaway just to keep it even for everybody, and Heather won, so that's awesome. I'm going to get those sent out so that she can enjoy them and have clean screens by GWE. GWE was our most recent sponsored post for carolinablogging.com. They sent over a bunch of really awesome items. And I wanted to let you know that if you join the GWE Club on their website, which is www.gwe.com, when you join your first purchase, you can save 25% on your first order, which is pretty awesome. And here's the reason why. That really cool GWE Racer, it's the iPad Racer case. It was that long, it's around there in the living room. I'll describe it to you. It's better if I describe it. It's this long eraser, kind of like the old school erasers that you would use on a whiteboard, that actually fits into a specialized case from GWE. Normally that is about $50-some, about $60, and it's half off right now. So you can go to gwe.com and pick up one of those eraser cases, like I detailed to you on the previous video that I did for gwe.com, and you can pick those up for $29.97, and it looks like they're back in stock, and they've got a lot of different colors. So just to recap on that, thanks again, GWE. We really appreciate that. And I did notice and just wanted to give a shout out that your GWE Racer case was on sale for $29.97, and that's a case. It's got the microfiber touchscreen cleaner, and it's the energy saving on-off switch for the iPad 3 and 4. So at this point, I'm going to hand it back over to Heather. We've got all our little housekeeping and thank yous taken care of. We're going to give it to Heather, and she's going to open it up, and let's talk about blog teams and conferences.
All right. Well, thanks, Sarah, for all of that. That was a lot of information. And if you didn't get it all, it'll all be in our Facebook page and our net. And then also what's so great about this is that this video will be on our YouTube channel, so you can rewatch it if you missed anything. Because sometimes we, being women, we can talk kind of fast. But anyway, let's move on to the topic of tonight is blogging teams for conferences. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I'm super excited that I am on my very first blogging team ever, which is for the conference in North Carolina. It's called for Home Education Conference. Shorter, you may know it as NCHE conference, homeschool conference, and it's going to be May 21st to the 20th. Like in a few days, so I'm so excited about this. This conference is going to be in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I know several of our Carolina blogging members are actually on the blogging team for this conference. And when I was chosen, because you do apply to be on a blogging team, and then when I was chosen, it was a shocker. I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you meant to pick me?" But sure enough, they did. And so I was really excited, and then so I was like, I don't even know what. So the people in charge of the blogging team were really nice and really kind, and kind of explained what goes on, and they give you great details of what they expect of you. And so part of the blogging team that I'm a part of, we were required to write 2 posts on our personal blog in regards to the conference itself. And then of course you have a deadline of when that is needed to be done, and you're like, okay, great, so basically you're guest posting, right? Well, not really, because you're posting on your own blog, So it's not guest posting. But what's great is that when you do post about this particular conference or anything that the blogging team's wanting you to post about, is that you have a whole team of other members that are going to promote your post and essentially your blog as well. So that's one benefit I've already seen about being on a blogging team, is that I have these fellow members on this blogging team to help promote my blog and my posts. So that's awesome. And then in return, of course, I help promote them and follow them. I like to follow who I'm working with in the team, because a lot of them are really, really great writers, and I'm excited to work with them, because the majority of them have already been on this conference, because I've never even been to this conference. So I'm a newbie all around, so I'll have a fresh outlook on everything. But so that's one benefit. And then I was super stoked. I even posted a picture of it on Instagram. Not a very good picture. Sorry about that. They posted the blogging team on the actual NCHE website, which is nche.com. And then it's under information, and they have a blogging team. And then I was like, what? They have it? And then they have my name, Heather Cottle, and then a link to my blog, Mess of Beautiful. And I'm like, what? So anyways, I was really excited about that. So I actually want, because I'm so excited, I want to share that with you. So I am going to screen share this and show you how awesome. Check this out. Can you see that? Do you see the people, and you probably will notice that several of the people on this list are Carolina Blogging members, so I'm really excited about that. So they're people I already know, and then people I haven't met before, so I'm excited about meeting them. But check it out. Look, there I am. Heather Cottle, Mess Beautiful. What? Yeah, I'm such a dork.
I think that's awesome. The networking aspect of it, you're right there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so exactly, Sarah. That's like, when I saw that, being part of blogging team, I thought it was really just going to be like me blogging on my own, or me posting on my own blog, and then great that this, that the people are going to share my posts and stuff like that, because it is talking about this. But when I found out that they included my name on that website, I was like, I felt like it was a really big deal. So super excited about being on a blogger team, and I highly recommend, if you get a chance to be on a blogging team for a conference, most definitely do it, because like I said, it's only going to benefit you. It's not going to hurt you at all. So so far, that's really my experience, my personal experience about being on a blogging team. And everything has been wonderful. I haven't had any kind of bad experience. I'm really, really excited about what's coming up this week. I know Heather Bowen, who is a Carolina Blogging member, she actually spoke at one of our events. She's totally awesome, so you definitely should follow her if you haven't already, but you need to follow her. But anyway, she's heading this up. So she's already mentioned something about getting together for some kind of blogging reception, and I was just like, man, I feel like blogging royalty, actually, for being on this blogging team, and we get a reception and all this other stuff, and I'm like so excited. Yeah. Anyways, so be on a blogging team if you can find one. It'll make you feel super special, or at least I feel super special. So moving on, I want to talk about one of the people on the blogging team, and actually a Carolina Blogging member too, Deanna Hipwell. She just recently posted an amazing checklist for bloggers who go to conferences, and particularly this conference, because she's gone before. And I was really excited about it because, like I said before, I've never gone to a conference besides the one we threw ourselves for Carolina Blogging. And I've also never been to, obviously on a blogging team. So I was super excited about seeing this, and we'll be sharing this link to this post that Deanna Hipwell of the Frugal Homeschooling Mom, that's her blog. We'll be sharing a link to this, so you can be sure to grab this, because she is so frugal, and she wants you to be frugal too. She has provided free printables for your checklist and all that. So that's isn't that swell? Okay, I'm going to briefly go over the checklist that she provided. She talks about bringing a bag, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a given. I need a bag for like my pen and paper. But when she reads it, or when I read it, she's talking about like a duffel bag, like a suitcase, and I'm like, what? What in the world will I need a suitcase for, or what in the world would I put in it? And she tells you that not only do you need it for like your laptop, your camera, but the swag you're gonna get or the things you're gonna buy. And I'm just like, that just blew my mind. And so now I'm like looking around in my closet for a suitcase. So that'll be exciting because I thought my little like Carolina blogging was gonna suffice, but no, not according to her. She said you need to be prepared. And I was like, but that's exciting that something of this these 3 days you're gonna need like a little mini suitcase because that's how much fun stuff you're gonna get. She has on her checklist. It's like, what?
That's called the kitchen sink. You never heard of that? That's a Southern term. When we come, we bring the kitchen sink. It sounds like when you go, you're going to be leaving with a kitchen sink. So we'll get you a big suitcase.
Yeah, I know. I'm really excited. I'll, of course, have my bag because I got to represent, right? But I'm just like, man, a suitcase? So, and then the next thing she talks about is electronic devices, which I'm, actually kind of short on, but she, reminds you to make sure that you have your smartphone, your tablet, and she even recommends bringing your laptop. And if you have a laptop like mine, I'm sure that works because right now it's kind of like taped together so it'll stay on. But I can't picture myself sitting for speakers to start talking as I'm like duct taping my laptop and preparing it. No, that just makes me sound sad. So I'll just be there with my smartphone. And then the next thing on her checklist is an old-fashioned notebook and pen, and I'm all about some pen and paper. So I'll be the one taking random notes all the time, and it'll look like chicken scratch and myself. So no, you can't copy off my notes. I'm sorry, guys. You won't be able to read it. And then going down her checklist is a conference program book, which I'm assuming, since I'm new, I've never been, I'm assuming that you will get one when you check in. Sarah, have you been are you familiar with this? Yes, no?
Sorry, that was a slight delay there. No. No, I have not, but I plan to. So these are things that I'm taking notes for. I'm glad that we're going over it today because I plan to.
Okay, yeah. So, but she says make sure that we get a conference program book, and so I'll be sure to check that out and make sure I get one. She also says that it's really important to take business cards, and I currently don't have business cards for my blog, and I know several people do have them. I am drawing like a huge, so I would love for you guys who are bloggers and have business cards to send us a picture of them, tweet us a picture of them, or anything, and just tag us inspiration of how I am supposed to display my blog on a business card. Let us know how you do them. So one, we can just share it and think it's totally cool, and plus I just need help because I do want to have some which is like Thursday, so I got to work fast. So be sure to share those pictures and let us know what you think should go on a business card for bloggers. Number 6 on her checklist is snacks, gum, mints, water, and drinks. So food. She says bring food. She says that you have your main speakers, you have workshops. It's just, and then you have your vendors. So there's a lot going on all day, according to the itinerary and everything like that. And like only maybe a 30-minute break for lunch. So and back when I used to work a regular job, 30 minutes, that's like your food, so you have no time to eat. So yeah, and Sarah probably knows all about that because sometimes she calls me on her break.
30 minutes is a good time to digest. That 30 minutes is nothing. That's like the rule for sitting beside the pool so that your food can digest. If we're going to do lunch, I'm talking we need to sit down for an hour and just talk about it so I can look at it and smell it and digest it. Yeah, that's important. I wanted to mention along with that, just to give you a second, I like that she brings this up because at our most recent conference, carolinablogging.com, Heather and I obviously were the host of it, and we were all over the place. So I think it's good, for folks that have glucose issues. I think that's another thing. Personally, I have glucose issues, so just throw the stuff in the bag. That bag you're taking with you, your Carolina blogging bag, put that stuff in the bag. So at any point, if you just need to grab a quick snack, I'm sure they won't mind. You can always ask and say, hey guys, is it okay for me to just bring a snack in the room or not? That's typically what we do in corporate America. If we're going to go into a conference room, we say, is it all right? Do you mind if I just take a snack with me or have a drink of water or whatever? And they're usually absolutely fine with it. They always say, as long as it doesn't include a fork and a knife, you're good. So I think by rule of thumb, if your snacks don't include a fork and a knife, I think you're good.
So in other words, whatever you want to eat, put it in a tortilla and you are good to go. Sarah's laughing.
Yes, I am. A tortilla is awesome. Yes, it is.
Like you're in the mood for some, just put it in a tortilla and you're good. Or on a stick, meat on a stick. Still no fork and a knife. And then I will probably be stocking up on this delicious sparkling water that I have recently discovered. Apparently, I've been living under a rock and did not know it existed, and it is amazing. So, sorry, random little thought. But yes, I will do plenty of food and gum because I am a gum chewer, and I hate to have horrible breath because then I refuse to talk to anyone if I think my breath stinks. Oh, you can't speak to me. I will be walking away from you now.
Yes, that's another thing, is just bring some gum, some Tic Tacs, whatever. There's coupons for that. Just want to let you guys know, out of my line of business, there's coupons for that.
Yes. A lot of times you can get gum for free or really, 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 really cheap with coupons. Gotta love couponing. So, and then she also says comfort items like lip gloss, hand lotion, hand sanitizer, facial tissues. She mentions facial tissues because, sometimes these speakers, she said, really tug at your heartstrings and make you cry. And I am a crier. And I am not a cute crier. I am kind of an ugly crier going to the conference. You might be embarrassed. So I'm just giving you a heads up. So, but at least I'll have tissues. So if you need a tissue, you'll know that I have them because I will be constantly crying. She also says sometimes it can be cold in one room and hot in the other. She recommends dressing in layers, which I think is a terrific tip. I'm currently nursing, so I'm always hot. So I'll probably be loving the AC room, wearing a tank top. I don't know. But that's a great idea, and to make sure that you are comfortable with what you wear. She says there's a lot of walking that you go on because you are not just sitting in the same room. You will be moving around, which is, I'm so glad that she shared that because I had no idea what I was supposed to be wearing. I probably would have shown up in a really fancy dress and heels. So I'm glad that she is sharing the dress attire. Be comfortable with comfortable shoes and lots of layers. So great tip, Ms. Hipwell. And then the last thing she says, make sure that you have a camera. If you don't have a smartphone, or if you just prefer a little nicer camera, a bigger one, or whatever you're comfortable with, just make sure that you have a camera, memory space, backup. Make sure you have, unfortunately, because I do everything on my phone, I blog, I tweet, I Instagram, emails, the random phone calls from my girl Sarah, on my phone, it does drain my battery, so I will be making sure that I have my charger with me. So don't forget your chargers to everything. So anyway, so that's it for her checklist for preparation. She has a free printables for you available on her website within this post. It includes the checklist for preparation, a daily to-do list, excuse me, I have the hiccups, and note-taking pages, which she has available in different styles for you to choose. So I think that's an awesome package that she's providing. We'll make sure that we share this with you guys so you can beneficial for this particular conference as well as any conference that you go to or any networking meeting that you might be sitting in and just want to make sure that you have a checklist of everything that you need to bring. So I think I'm really, really glad that she provided that for myself because I'm so new, and I'll be making sure that I share that with everyone. All right, Sarah, hey, do we have any questions from anybody from Twitter, Facebook, or any of that fun stuff?
I'm checking, but you know what? Deanna's list covered it. We had a couple of questions about what to bring. These were folks that posted earlier in the week about what should I bring, what's the dress attire, shoes, these types of things. And I'm going to tell you, Deanna's list is pretty thorough. In fact, it's probably one of the most thorough lists that I've come across on the internet if you want to get yourself prepared for your blogging conference. I think these are excellent tips, and the fact that she's put it together and it's a printable list that you can take with you. I'm a huge fan of printables. So yeah, just to recap, the questions were answered, and they're right here. I've written them right here. It was just more or less, what should I bring? And it's bring your business cards, bring your camera, bring something to carry your swag in, make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes. And then, there were a couple of folks that were asking about dress attire. I can tell you our goal, your goal, and my goal, because we were talking about it before our blogging conference that we hosted in Gastonia back in March, was what do you wear? So I think it's important to remember that you're representing yourself and you're representing your brand. You can dress in layers and still be business casual attire. It would fit the bill. One thing that I like to think of is if I'm up in front of a mirror and there's something that's questionable that I'm wearing, it always goes through my mind, it's if in doubt, leave it out. So that would certainly be a really cool tip for you guys. If you're going to put your attire on, this is something that, correct me if I'm wrong, but this conference is a 2-day or a 3-day conference?
It is a 3-day conference. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Gotcha. So you'll want to plan for the one that Heather's going to. If you guys are attending this too, you're going to want to plan for 3 days. And if you haven't heard already, the weather in North Carolina is nuts. So I definitely think dressing in layers is a really good idea. Making sure you're business casual appropriate, wear comfortable shoes, bring your business cards, bring your cameras, bring your chargers. Those are all excellent tips, and they're questions that got answered as well.
Actually, I myself will not be bringing my children, but for those or just for yourself as well, if you were bringing the suitcase that Deanna recommended, I would recommend bringing maybe just one extra change of clothes, especially if you're not staying in the actual hotel that the conference is going in, because if you spill a coffee on yourself or someone else does, or anything happens to that one pair of clothes, and you're just a little too far out to run out and just change, it would be nice to have an extra pair of clothes on hand in your suitcase, or even just maybe an extra top or something like that. Or if you want to maybe have extra pairs of shoes, like maybe you want to start out with some fancy shoes for like when you're doing pictures with your friends, and then just throw them back in a bag and then put on your slip-ons. That's something like that. Just trying to figure out what in the world I'm going to put in the suitcase. So, but yeah, those are some things. I know I spill well, normally it's my kids, but since I'm not bringing them with me, I'll be funny. I'll be all right. Oh, and I just looked at one of the pictures on the website. I do see people actually carrying these giant suitcases. So, so that's a really good tip, and I'm going to have to find one. Hopefully I can get one to. But no, I'm really excited about this. I will probably have tons more to say after the event itself, as well as other people on the blogging team. And let's see, I'm trying to see if anyone else has any more questions. I don't think so. If you are familiar with the area around the conference center, I would love to know if where's a good place to eat, in case after the event itself that night I might want to grab a delicious dinner with someone. So anyways, I think that's about all I have to talk about on this particular topic. Sarah, do you have any more things?
Yeah, just to brainstorm, you know, what I do in corporate America, it just brings up a couple of really awesome tips. Make sure you bring your cell phone charger and make sure it works. And also, if you're going to be parking, there's some really cool apps that you can download on your phone. Most of them are free, and they're for Android and for Apple products. There's one in particular that I have downloaded, and it's called, and I want to do this. So it's called Carmady. That's what it's called. And I'll link it up. So listen to what you do. You download the app and you are like a little ship, literally a little ship. My phone is over here, so I can't show it to you. But you're a little ship, and when you park, you drop anchor. And then it's like little breadcrumbs to where you go. This is a really cool app to use. It's free of charge on Android and on Apple. If not, just type in parking attendant apps. We'll see if we can link them up before you guys go. But if you download Carmady, that was one that was a favorite for me. I mean, I know that we use it when we go to the 4th of July fireworks, or if we go down, they have this really cool thing at Carolina Beach where I live where you can watch movies on a really big screen on Sundays. You know, it's jam-packed. You're probably going to have to park really far away, but if you download Carmady, you can drop anchor where you leave your car, and then you'll have the app running in the background, and it will literally like GPS you back to your car. And I want to let you know that not only does that work for parking, but it also works for like within a building. So if you wanted to drop anchor at a certain spot, maybe you and your blogging team, y'all were all going to get together and you wanted to meet back in a specific spot. If y'all separated and you wanted to do, see, there goes my hands. Y'all see my headsets, almost took it out there. But with your teams, if you're in this really big building and you want to separate and then you want to all meet back together, it's good to network with everybody with their cell phone numbers. Text messaging is probably the best thing to do because you don't want your cell phone ringing in the middle of these blog conferences. But download one of these applications so that you can navigate yourselves back to the same spot whenever you're finished. And I think the buddy system is also a really good way to go about it. You know, if you're getting to a new town and you're unfamiliar with the scenario, with the surroundings, you'd want a buddy system. Go in pairs of 2 or more just so that there's a safety factor. I'm sure that they've already addressed this, but it's always good just to bring it up one more time because you never know, there might be that one chance where maybe this is your first conference, you know, meet up with somebody, develop a buddy system, get your apps in place, get your can be reached telephone numbers, just general maintenance. This is stuff that I do every day for 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. You got anything else? I think we're good for questions. I'm telling you, Deanna's list was thorough because I've got no questions. That every question we had has been answered. So I am in love with her blogging team list.
I know, that's awesome. I just want to say I just downloaded a Métis app, which is so cool, and it's spelled CARRR, 3 R's, and then Métis, MATEY. So if you want to look that up, even if you don't spell it correctly, it still came up. But we'll be sure to tweet that app and put it on Facebook so you can know which one that is. And then we'll also be sure to, tag GUI in our fun things that we talked about as well, so they can check out that we love you guys. We love you guys, and I can't wait to try out my stuff. So it'll be fun. Probably won't be here before my conference. So I think that's about it. I'm glad that we got to cover this. Thank you, Deanna Hipwell from the Frugal Homeschooling Mom, and she also has another blog called Homeschool Curriculum Free for Shipping. She has 2 blogs, and so we'll be linking all of her wonderful content that she shared with us, or that I shared with you guys from her, to make sure that you guys can get her printables, because they're awesome. And I'm sure they took her a while to make. So anyways, I think that's about it. We will be having another Google Hangout coming up next month, I believe.
June 19th. June 18th or 19th. I'm going to check the calendar right now. I'm really, really, really excited about this one. This one is beneficial to everybody, and we've got some pros that we're bringing on board for these next 2 Google conferences, or the Google Hangouts that we're doing. I'm super excited, and hopefully we can get some live attendees on the call. Let me see if I can get the topics. I see, Heather, you're working on it too. We've got Pitch This, and then we've also got another one. I'm not going to steal your glory. I'm going to let you tell us about that one.
Okay, we have, I can't remember the date for some reason. What's the date that's coming up? Let me see. I lost it.
I know, that's when my internet is slow, guys. So what you're seeing here is Sarah Eckert is scrambling with her internet connection. I'm going to have a talk with them once we get done with this. I'm in my back bedroom and my internet is a little bit slow. Oh, blogger's life.
Oh, I know. Don't you love it?
Yes.
Hold on.
That's one thing.
Okay.
You know,
you
got it.
On June 20th, we will be interviewing Sheila Davis, which is the founder of the Leapfrog Network. If you know we're not a virtual assistant, you probably don't, but it is a virtual assistant networking and I was part of it. Sheila was my mentor when I used to be a virtual assistant. I kind of still am, kind of not. I don't know. It's weird. I'm in limbo. What the Leapfrog Network does is, one, they train you to be a virtual assistant if you want to be. They put you on a network and match you with clients. So clients who need a virtual assistant will come to the Leapfrog Network and be like, hey, these are my needs. Do you have a virtual assistant that can do it? And Sheila, along with her team, basically is a wonderful work matchmaker. So she finds the perfect client and the perfect virtual assistant and puts them together. And of course, you know, if you're a client looking for virtual assistants, she will give you a list of people that she thinks that will work for you, and then you would go on to an interview and you get to pick who you think is the best fit. So it's a great program. I know several of you are either virtual assistants or considering being a virtual assistant in addition to blogging, or you are blogging so successfully that you are in need of virtual assistants. So either way, I think this interview and her network is going to be a huge benefit to you, and I'm so excited about having her on the call because she's crazy busy, because she's also launching like 3 other crazy businesses. I don't know. She's always launching several other businesses. So anyways, I'm really excited about that. Again, that will be on June 20th with Sheila Davis. And we will share a link to the Leapfrog Network so you can go ahead and check her out and see what all the fuss is about. And I believe that is all. Sarah, if you don't have any last minute things, I'm going to go ahead and close this out if that's okay. Give me a thumbs up if you're good.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so that's it for tonight's call. Thank you for joining us. If you missed any of it, again, our Hangout will be on our YouTube channel, so be sure to catch us later, and we will share all the links and all the things that we talked about in this Hangout in our Facebook page and on Twitter and all that fun stuff, so you won't miss out on anything. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you next month. Later.